Okay, this is Brian from Bandook, and we're here with Warren Mendonsa, renowned guitarist, and the man behind Blackstrat Blues. That came out wrong. So yeah, we'd like to ask you two very quick questions. Okay, we've heard the last Analog Generation and loved it, and we'd like you to tell us where the genesis of the album came out from. Yeah.
The title was inspired when I found out I was going to become a dad. And I realized like the baby is going to have a totally different childhood to the one I had. And the difference between that was more than like my generation and my parents' generation. So it's like the world we live in today is totally different. So that just kind of spurred the whole concept of the album.
It has a very dreamy kind of this thing. Was it intentional? Like, it starts out like that, yeah.
Yeah, I guess all 4 albums have some elements of that, but I mean, there's plenty of grunt in it as well. Yeah. So as long as you find
as like you move on and you go to the third song, the fourth song.
I don't really like our music to be really along one genre. It kind of just there's plenty of stuff that influences us and inspires us.
So there's something for everybody, is what you're saying.
Yeah, as long as we're kind of seamless with the integration, that's what makes them the biggest difference to me.
Okay, 3 tips you would quickly give to any guitarist not to do while on stage.
Don't listen only on stage or off stage, because
both.
Yeah, so don't listen only to guitar players. Listen to like every single instrument you can, because there's bits you can learn which then can become unique to what you do, because if you end up copying guitar players, you end up sounding like guitar players. That's one. Don't fixate on one influence. Just listen to the people that your influences listen to and find out how they got their unique style together. And try and be a team player, just because if you're playing in a band, you want to do your bit and not like step on toes. And I mean, there's always times that you'll get to shine, but by and large, you're part of something bigger than yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so the other question I wanted to ask was, the guitar over the years has had several technological advancements. Mm-hmm. I mean, whether it's accessories, whether I won't say the shape, but more the way the guitar can now be used as compared to before. Is it kind of harming the way the sound now that you hear the sound of the guitar, or is it like kind of helping it forward, push forward?
I think
is it evolving?
It depends on the player, because like I personally, the guitar plays a 1950s design which hasn't really changed much for like a few minor, but by and large it's a 1950s design. And the amps that I'm using, again, are valve amps, which are like from the days of old radios and stuff like that. But then the way everything gets put together and like everything becomes, there's not just one thing which makes the sound. It's like all different. So that's kind of really cool these days, because there's so much variety, and finding gear on the internet is really easy. So also, it's like a rabbit hole. You can go like, once you start collecting stuff and just go down it, you always remember like what you came to do is make music, not play with gear.
And where can I hear you next?
We just finished the album launch tour, so maybe Blackstrat Blues wise we're gonna take a bit of a break before the next gigs. But if you check our Facebook page, you should.
So everybody go out and check their Facebook page, and we're signing off from here, and we have something for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
It's a mark. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Raj.
Done?
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thanks, man.
Cheers.